While Billy's biological father, Michael Wolfe, is facing aggravated murder and kidnapping charges.
He was arrested on Friday, we told you, in Portland after detectives publicly named him in connection to the disappearance of Carissa and her son. Emily Burris is live in Yamhill County, going beyond the headlines now with a look at the father, now accused of murder. Emily?
Well, Michael Wolfe will be in court here tomorrow as he faces a judge for those charges. But other recent court documents paint a picture of an ongoing battle for child support. That is what some friends now worry could be a motive behind Carissa's disappearance.
We have taken into custody Michael John Wolfe.
After days of search warrants and investigation, Salem police announced they arrested their suspect. Michael Wolfe, likely questioned for hours Friday night, was booked appearing in a suicide vest, looking very different from previous photos investigators first released.
I know they had some problems because he was married, and she was a little scared of him.
From the very beginning, Carissa's friends who knew of the relationship wondered whether he had something to do with her disappearance.
After she got pregnant, he did threaten her.
He didn't want his wife to find out about Carissa or the baby.
Friends say the two met when Carissa was working at a sandwich shop in McMinnville. Wolfe was working at Cascade Steel, where Carissa also began part-time work as a security guard. After getting pregnant, they say she co-signed and moved into a new apartment with his help.
He had like a second key made, and there was multiple occasions that he was already in her apartment when she got home, which she didn't like.
She just recently moved to another apartment and new job in West Salem while battling Wolfe in court for child support. A paternity test last year proved he was Billy's father, but court records show Wolfe, who's married and has other older children, petitioned to have the amount reduced. He was supposed to begin payments soon.
I think the child support kind of topped it off for Michael. I think I don't want to think that he did anything, but it's just super weird that it was the time frame. It was like 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Now the former volunteer Gaston firefighter sits behind bars while a community searches for answers, holding out hope a mother and her son are found.
It breaks my heart. I hope she's okay. I'll miss her a whole lot.
Investigators are being very tight-lipped today about where they are now searching for Carissa and Billy, and they tell us they don't plan to release any more information until after Wolfe's arraignment tomorrow. At that point, we hope that we will also learn more from investigators about why they are bringing murder charges. We have not been given an explanation on that so far. We're live in Yamhill County. Emily Burris, KOIN 6 News.